Hello, Virgo. Welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. Before we get started, I'd like to give homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now, this reading is meant to be a guidance for you, and this one is called Soul Guidance. So it's meant to deal with whatever blockages that you might be facing at this time in order to get ready for the 2020 energies that we will start experiencing come 2020. Alrighty, let's get started. The first message is from the Mermaid Oracle deck, and it's Sanctuary. It says privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. And it's number 28, which is a 10. So that's end and a new beginning. This next one is number 9. Well, 27, which boils onto a 9. And it's adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. The next message comes from the Animal Medicine deck. And it's Inner Child Awakened, 13, Coyote, Murphy's Law, very adaptive, wisdom in folly, and close-knit family. The second message is 35, and it's Horse, and it's Awakened Truth of Spirit, friendly and adventurous, a new direction, wind, travel, power, freedom, overcoming obstacles, new journey, and your own freedom. The next message comes from the Earth Magic deck, and it's Volcano Volatility. And it says, Pele is described as she who shapes the sacred land. And it's from this magnificent and powerful goddess being and her periodic eruptions that new earth is formed as the resulting lava merges with her sister, the goddess of the sea, Namakahokahi, I guess. Sorry. This is a particularly volatile time for you. Unexpected changes, sometimes quite sudden and dramatic, are occurring in ways that you have absolutely no control over. These occurrences may be so powerful as to shake up what you formerly thought of as the foundations of your security. They may even cause you to reassess the direction your life is taking, to question some of your relationships, or to reevaluate the work you have chosen. Although these events may rock your world, know that Spirit is the guiding force behind them. It is a matter of finding your trust that life knows what it is doing in the midst of these storms of change. It also requires you to make adjustments quickly and not to cling to what was, but instead move forward and welcome with your arms wide open what is yet to come, all from a place of being present in this moment. You truly have nothing to fear. Beautiful card, though. The next card comes from my favorite deck, and it is 20, Intent, Game of Thrones. Hear the herds of buffalo thundering in the distance as they run, carving the path for the buffaloes to come. Like them, you are an echo of the ones who walked before you, and you will one day be gone from this place. What will be your legacy? In the mystery, you begin to feel the glory of existence of the great white buffalo and the prairie dog alike. Both are powerful in their own ways. You begin to sing your songline, a harmony of feelings and experiences that create your unique story. If you have outgrown your stories, change them and make them better. Trust that inspiration will come to you. Imagine your perfected self. Seek the strength of your intent and your ability to love and forgive yourself. When evening comes, give thanks for the awareness that you have found. Be reborn into a new sense of well-being and perfection. Sing the new song that comes from your heart. Listen to the echo of your voice in the canyons as the sounds that plays with the air. The eagle screech on high. You are the food of echoes. It is law, and it has always been that way. The next card is, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and to be a conduit for the good coming to you and through you as a blessing, as it blesses the world. The next one is from the Blue Angel deck, and it is Page of Fire. It's outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and your ingenuity. This one is number 7 from the Black Hearted Oracle deck, and it's Don't Bury Your Talent. There is a spiritual book beloved by many around the world. Within that book lays a proverb of a master who gave his servant different amounts of talents. All except one multiplied the talents given, thus granting themselves favor and abundance. But the one who did not had only received one talent, and thus became fearful and buried it upon the Upon the master's return, he was rebuked for his lack of faith. Ask yourself, what talents has the master creator granted you that you have chosen to hide away, therefore delaying your abundance and favor? In turn, being rebuked by your higher self while you beg and crawl on your belly for the crumbs. Go and dig up your talent. Remember and refine who you are. Now, Virgo, it seems like you're going to have to come into a time where you allow yourself to be this volcano. And what I mean by that is you guys can be quite reserved. And maybe it's because of your close-knit family, but you're going to have to awaken the spirit within you, as this horse would. You know, but take some time. Because these two cards speak of letting go. Of not trying to control everything. Of taking the respite that you need. The time to sort out whatever is going on in your life. You know, and if you're over giving in any area of your life, it's time to draw that back a little. Because life is reciprocal. Like it's a giving and a taking. Just like how we exchange oxygen with the trees for our carbon dioxide, and it's a balance between that. That is what life is. It's a give and take. Because it seems like there's going to be some kind of time that's going to happen that is going to cause you to have to really reflect within yourself. Right? But this card also speaks of good news coming in. So you're gonna have to take some of this time and start working on these talents. And whatever story you got running in your head, it's time to get out of that. Okay? We're gonna get into the second part of the reading. But you need to take some time, you know, give spirit a chance to work in your life. Okay. The first one is dried flower fairy, sweet memories. Yeah. And that is a number 11. And it says, when you experience a difficult or challenging time, the dried flower fairy flies to your side, shows you a moment that you had forgotten. And magically, the present moment transforms, especially in the times when those sweet moments seem furthest away. Expect calls out of the blue, bumping into old friends, a photograph of a loved one, or a reminder of happiness coming to you in other sweet and serendipitous ways. Do you remember when you swam in the sparkling sea, held hands, or exchanged glances with someone you liked more than just friends? When you were given a gift for no reason, hugged by a friend, had a perfect day, found messages from the angels in the clouds? You seem to have forgotten all the precious moments. I now return them to you, so your sadness can be transformed. Let happiness, bliss, and gifts for no reason become possibilities you believe in again. You may soon be experiencing little reminders of some of the sweetest, most fun, uplifting times in your life. The kind that have no great significance historically, but in the story of your life, they are pivotal moments. It could be seeing a rainbow, a star shining bright, a photograph, or receiving the knowledge of sudden realization that something you did made a large and meaningful difference to someone else's life. You may have many jewels. By honoring them again, transcend the feelings to being one with all that will return, giving you the strength to go on and do what must be done. So regardless of what, is going to happen, you're still going to come to a time where you're going to deal with it, because it's going to force you into a time where you have to pick back up these talents. It's going to force it. Something is going to come up that's going to have to give you a time to relax a little bit and go with the flow of things. But remember, you're also going to get a really good message. To clarify this card, I received the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Moon. And I also received the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So what you're not seeing, right? Because the Moon, to me, for some reason, is a very big focus. And you're, like, when you're having the Nine of Swords, like, you see how he looks prostrated, like, he looks like he just can't take anymore. Like, he is mentally at his last bit. Like, on other cards, this card is represented as someone who cannot sleep. Like, there's so much going on with the thoughts that you just cannot sleep. And, this is the tormented card. But what is hidden is that you're going to be moving away from these energies. Because between these two cards is a Three Swords difference. So whatever has broken your heart, I mean, we're not talking about just like romance or like relationship stuff, but whatever it is that has you feeling a little broken inside, you're moving away from that to a calmer space. And you're going to do it without even knowing. Because this opportunity that's coming in, as you could see, like, this is loss. It's all all is not lost. You still have 3 swords remaining, give you the upper hand. So this is like the willing to win at all costs swords, you know. To me, these are like the petty fights, you know, like this one is smug because these two have lost and thrown down their swords of truth. And he still has his sword of truth. And he's going to make a decision. But there's an opportunity here. It's a small opportunity. So, are you... Okay. Are you distraught over this opportunity that, you know, you're getting, but it's not a major opportunity? Okay, let's see where this is going. Next, we have the Violet Duchess, stifled, bored, and stuck. And to clarify that, I'm just going to lay out the cards and read after. Is the Seven of Staff, twice. The Queen of Pentacles. The Ace, Page of Swords. And then to further clarify, the Queen of Pentacles again, the Seven of Pentacles, and back with the Nine of Swords. So yeah, that's what it is, definitely. Okay. It says, and she's number 9 as well, so she boils down to, she's 18 but boils down to a 9. Stifled, bored, and stuck. Bored, stifled. Bored, stifled. Ah, yes. She's trying to be good and nice and polite, but it's not working. It's easy to see and feel that she is bored, frustrated, and ready to fly away at first opportunity. You can see the frustration growing beneath. And frustration is, after all, only your own life force turned within, longing to break free of its restraints. Not speaking your truth. It's time to discover or rediscover a raw and honest emotional reaction you had to a person or an issue and express it. But being a lukewarm person in regards to situations that really matter is not going to do you any favors. Bottling up your true self, in turn, leads to unhealthy relationships, aches, pains, and even illness. Rediscover just how strongly you can feel and how much fun you can have. Your desire to be liked or please, let's start over. Your desire to be liked, to be pleased, and to be seen as a lady or gentleman is cheating yourself out of something wonderful that you deserve to experience. There are rules that simply need to be broken. Keeping the spirit of the law sometimes means breaking the letter of the law. This is a situation at the moment that has revealed itself as unjust, unfair, and absolutely unattractive to you. But you have yet to speak up. The most inspiring thing about this situation is that you'll discover just how safe it is to stand up for what you truly believe in. You realize you've started your own small revolution. So exactly, this card speaks to having the higher ground. And I always like to say, like, the victory is yours because you hold true to your passion. Now, really and truly, if you look at her, she looks like she's about to lose it. Like, it's just one simple little straw left. One string keeping it together. So you have double higher ground here. Now, if it is a thing that you're dealing with someone who is financially better off than you. But again, as I don't like to refer to these readings with outside people, because this is about your soul's guidance. But per se, if you're dealing with someone who has more financial resources than you, don't get caught up in this because of this. Because for me, this person is always thinking about the legacy she's leaving behind. You know? The intent. She's always thinking about that. And this Page of Swords, this is either like communication, truthful communication coming in. So remember, this card spoke about you being true to however you were feeling, is to not to hold yourself back. If you're feeling frustrated with something, or you're feeling like a situation is not going the way it's supposed to, don't bite your tongue on that. You have to speak up. Because this Queen of Pentacles could also represent you, because it is an earth sign, you know. And she's here again. So if you're waiting on abundance, waiting to be this Queen of Pentacles, to be abundant with your finances, don't allow this to stress you out, because you only do yourself a disservice. Like, as it spoke to you about causing illness, so can this. The mental anguish that we have in our minds can create illness within our structures. So allow yourself to be free, and just remember to work on whatever it is. Do not wait until you explode. You know, because when you're here, the Murphy's Law, that's all you're drawing into. Is whatever could go wrong is going to go wrong. Because right now you're at a time where you're supposed to be running free in your spirit as a horse would. You're supposed to be walking in your truth right now. But it seems like this financial burden, or this being financially free and waiting on that, is a heavy burden that you're carrying. Okay, with this one, we received a lot of messages. OMG. Oh, wow. A lot. Okay. Let's deal with the reading first. And it's bittersweet. And it says, there is an inner strength here, helping you to rise above circumstances and do the right thing. It is time to set aside your personal agenda and go for a good of the group. The person you are becoming is capable of more than you imagined. It says, a window is opened as a door gently closes. The passing of all things is inevitable. Whatever is happening may require release. This card could also represent unexpected news. I mean, a lot of your cards are talking about this news. You know? And where's this one as well? So a lot of cards are speaking of this news that you're going to be receiving. It says, parents often make difficult decisions not supported by their children. Can you see the strength in the choices of others? Hidden blessings, celebrations tempered by sadness, protecting someone, ability to honor others, new horizons, poignancy, release, and maturity. Okay. Now, I wanted to see what this was about. So, as I said, I received a lot of messages. The Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Nine of Cups. I'm just going to lay everything out because this one was a lot. Then I received the Temperance, the Strength, the World, the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups. Let's see if I can move this here and move them, because you really got a lot for these, right? So then you receive the Hangman and the Two. I'll put him here but it was a clarification for this card, just remember. But I always like to find out what's being juggled. I'm trying to do it to where it actually will show up. Okay, and then we can get into the message. Sorry, this is taking so long. All right. Okay. I think we could get to it like that. Okay. So, with these messages, right? It's saying right here that there's a bittersweet situation. So whatever is taking place in your life that has caused this eruption, well, I would put it more like this. Because if you're still stuck in these energies, this is definitely going to happen. But this is the Emperor. This person is logical. That's why he's the Four. Because he's an emperor. He rules kingdoms upon kingdoms. You know, this is the bitter woman. And she's bitter because of everything that she's been through. You know, of being here for way too long. Right? So now she's at a point where from you slip, you slide. Like, she doesn't put up with any crap. This one is someone who's holding on. This is an apology. But this person here can be a smug one. Right? So again, if we're going to go down this way, if you're being tyrannical, because these two close to each other, it speaks of like to over control to me. Someone is going to cut out this, but you need to find temperance. You need to be balanced in your emotions and your thoughts. Find the strength to cut out this lack mentality that's going on, because there's definitely a lack mentality here. And this can also be overindulgence. Because for some reason, this person they look like somebody who's under the influence. They're just so jolly and cheerful and stuff, right? But this overindulgence is going to create sorrow. And it seems as though someone is going to be giving an apology, because it's like they're waiting for their ships to come in. And while they're waiting on their ships to come in, they're juggling a decision. And this decision is about the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles. Remember, the Queen of Coins came out several times within the last spread. Because this person, as again, they're running away and this person is running them through. So willing to do whatever it takes to get this Emperor and sneakiness Emperor and this Ten of Pentacles. And on the other side, what is being called is this person is resting. Right? But a judgment call is being made on that. And some very harsh words are being spoken. This person is charging in. They're flying down on an eagle, for God's sakes. Come on. This person is a... You have to get to this Nine of Pentacles energy. If you're not there, this Nine of Pentacles energy, regardless if you're in a relationship or not, that's, for me, I don't view the Nine of Pentacles that way. I view it as you being fully in your Emperor or Empress mode. Because the Emperor is here twice for you. You're going to have to find the strength to cut out this mentality so you can get to your Ten of Pentacles and get to the Emperor. And while you're in a Hanged Man position, remember you had drift. You had these two cards. So while you're here, be honest with yourself. Because a change is coming. And you're going to need the strength because a change is coming. And while you're waiting on your ships to come in, if you could get this under control, because if not, just look. I know I laid out the cards, but just, if you look down here, it's overindulgence, feeling sorry for